Hey there, fiber friends, and welcome back to the Behind the Skeins. I'm Jenna, and today we are talking about something that makes our knitting and crocheting even more meaningful: sustainable and ethical yarn choices. We all know knitting and crocheting are labors of love, but what if we could take it a step further and show some love to the planet, the animals, and the amazing people who create our yarn? That's where eco-friendly, ethical yarn comes in. Whether it's organic cotton, responsibly sourced wool, do you know if the yarn you're buying is muslin free? Do you know what muslin free yarn is? We'll be talking about it. Or upcycled fibers. There are so many ways we can make conscious choices that feel good for the environment as they do in our hands. So today we're going to break down what makes a yarn sustainable or ethical, the best eco-friendly fibers and their pros and cons, certifications to look for when shopping for yarn, how to blend luxury and sustainability, and then my best tips for knitting with keeping the planet in mind. By the end of this episode, you'll feel empowered to make yarn choices that align with your values without sacrificing quality or beauty in your projects. So grab your knitting needles, settle in, and let's talk about making with care. Here are some of the key things that set eco-friendly yarns apart. Sustainable production, low water usage, fewer chemicals, responsibly sourced materials. Animal welfare, no museling, no harsh treatments, just happy sheep, alpacas, and goats. In short, sustainable yarn isn't just about what is in the skein. It's the entire journey that skein took to get to you. Here at Southern Skeins, all of our yarns are muslin free, 100% muslin free. We will not buy yarn from any place that practices muslin on their animals. Google it if you don't know what it is. It's quite the surprise. Being in Florida, we also can solar dye many months of the year, which really cuts down on the electricity. So we're not using as much power. I'd love to solar dye whenever possible. First of all, it's a fun experience to do that, but it's a great way to just use the power of the sun to set your dyes. It's great. No harsh chemicals. We use vinegar as our acid, regular old food grade vinegar as our acid to set our yarn colors, our dyes and our yarns. No harsh chemicals, no strong acids. All you need is some vinegar, and that's what we use, regular old food grade. We also like to dry our yarn outside. It's beautiful weather in Florida, except for when it's a little humid out, but usually it's beautiful weather in Florida. We can not only dye yarn outside and do solar dyeing, we do solar drying. All we have to do is just move the drying racks outside, set up for the day, and dry it all outside. You're getting the natural breezes and the heat. It's just naturally drying the yarn. We don't put our yarns into one of those automatic dryers and have the heat beating down on it. We use a fan if we have to dry it in the drying room, or we use the outside and just let nature do it. So let's take a look at some of the more eco-friendly fiber choices and how we can use them. Not all fibers are created equal when it comes to sustainability. Some use less water, some are biodegradable, others are made from recycled materials. So here are some of the best options for eco-conscious knitters. Organic cotton. No pesticides, no synthetic fertilizers, and way less water waste. It's soft, breathable, and great for summer projects. My go-to, Pima cotton. Soft as anything. Now, cotton's going to lack elasticity, so it's best for something with a little bit of a relaxed fit. It's great for baby clothes, market bags, and breezy sweaters. Are you crocheting a nice open knit sweater this summer? Perfect. Market bags, you'll have that done in no time at all. If you love the softness of cotton, but you want more structure, try an organic cotton linen blend. Now keep in mind, linen is not necessarily going to be as soft as cotton, so there's a little bit of a trade-off there. Recycled wool. It's made from pre-consumer and post-consumer waste, giving old wool a second life. It's warm, it's durable, and it's often more affordable than new wool. It can be less soft, though, than new wool or superwash wool, virgin wool, okay? It's great for cozy sweaters, outerwear, blankets. You're probably going to find non-superwashed, and you might find some with superwash in there. You never know. You have to look, but just keep in mind, check whether it's superwash or not, because that's going to add to your softness. Recyclable wool is great for felting projects since it already has some wear. Hemp. It requires minimal water, no pesticides, and actually improves the soil as it grows. How can you get better than that? It's durable, lightweight, and softens over time. So keep that in mind, softens over time. Might not be the best texture when you're first starting off. It lacks stretch, okay? It's best for looser designs. Reusable project bags or produce bags, summer tops, home decor. A linen pillowcase for decor, beautiful. A nice linen summer top, sleeveless, breezy, oversized, fabulous. Reusable produce bags, great. Take it to the market with you. Hemp yarn softens beautifully the more you wash it and wear it. Just keep in mind, it'll soften with use and wear. So don't be discouraged if it's not the ideal yarn when you first start. Bamboo. Bamboo grows super fast. I have a huge clump of it growing in my yard, and trust me, I can't get it to stop. As much as I cut it back, it keeps growing. So it's super fast, making it one of the most renewable fibers available. Okay. It's silky. It's breathable. It has a natural sheen. Have you guys seen bamboo sheets? They are super comfortable and breathable. It can be slippery to knit, and it can sometimes lack elasticity. You might want to consider using wooden needles with this because it has a little bit more grip to it. You want to make sure that it kind of grips and sticks to your needle. Otherwise, you'll end up like me and sliding stitches right off and dropping stitches. It works wonderfully for drapey cardigans, shawls, summer accessories. Easy breezy. If you love the feel of bamboo, but you need a little bit more structure, look for bamboo wool blends. Keep in mind, you've got breathability with both of those, but the wool's probably going to be a little bit warmer for you. Alpaca. I cannot say enough good things about alpaca. It's one of my favorites. Alpaca has a lower environmental impact than sheep. Okay, let me say that again. Alpaca has a lower environmental impact than sheep. They eat less and they don't damage the land. Okay. Soft, insulating, hypoallergenic. Alpaca is warmer than merino wool. Hypoallergenic, allergic, or sensitive to merino or lanolin, you won't have that problem with alpaca. It can stretch over time without proper care. Keep in mind, it is non-superwash, so careful treating it, careful handling it. Funny fact about dyeing alpaca, silk and alpaca, when you're dyeing it, it takes more dye, it takes more heat, and it takes a longer time to dye and to get the same color. That's why a lot of times if you're not sure and you start to dye alpaca or silk, you can end up with not quite the right colors because it does take the extra. Funny thing about silk, if you cook it too high, you're going to lose all your sheen. So you got to balance it in there. But alpaca is one of my favorites. Brush Surrey alpaca, it's amazing. It's perfect for scarves, wraps, winter sweaters. Oh, the softness. Hats. It's one of my favorites for hats. Baby alpaca is extra soft. It's perfect for next to skin projects. Truly. Baby alpaca. Hey, over merino, baby alpaca. Linen. It's made from flax, which needs little water and no pesticides. So that's perfect. It's strong, it's breathable, and again, it gets softer with wear. It can feel a little stiff at first and has little elasticity. We covered this a little bit earlier when we talked about hemp and bamboo, right? Can feel stiff at first, has little elasticity. Give it some time. The more you wash and wear it, the better it'll feel. It's great for lightweight tops, shawls, summer knits. Steam blocking helps relax the linen for a softer drape. Steam blocking linen helps it relax for a softer drape. So pull out your ironing board, grab your iron, and set it on your linen setting and steam it for blocking. Quick, easy, no fuss, no muss, and it's perfect. Okay? Just keep in mind again, linen is going to soften with time and use. So how do you shop for sustainable yarns? I mean, it's great that you've just told me all these things, but Jenna, how do I find all of them? You're going to look for certifications. When you're shopping for eco-friendly yarns, make sure they have certifications so that you know it's truly sustainable. GOTS, Global Organic Textile Standard, ensures at least 95% organic fibers and sustainable processing. Ecotex Standard 100 certifies no harmful chemicals in your yarn. Fair Trade Certified guarantees fair wages and safe working conditions. Responsible Wool Standard, RWS, ensures high animal welfare and ethical sheep farming. Museling free. Do you know if the yarn you buy is museling free? It is here. If yarn has one of those certifications, you can trust that it's responsibly sourced. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. My yarn is museling free, but it doesn't have the responsible wool standard. I just know where my yarn comes from, and I know that it's museling free. So not every, especially indie dyers, we're not all going to have all of these certifications because it can take a lot of money and time to get the certifications. So that's why a lot of times it's important to trust your yarn vendor and make sure they know where the yarn's coming from. I know where my yarn's coming from. I know my yarn is museling free. Now you know how to choose yarns that are good for your knitting and good for the planet. If you loved today's episode, subscribe so you never miss another update. And come say hi to us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I'd love to see your sustainable knitting projects. Until next time, keep knitting, keep creating, and let's make the world a little greener, one stitch at a time.